Hello and welcome back to my road to completion guide for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. We're now in episode number 9. And the first thing we want to do is jump down into this water. You guys remember the first time we came down here to this area, we killed 2 treasure carp. Now we want to dive. Then if you rotate your camera to the right, you'll see a cave. We'll dash through the cave and pick up the prayer bead. Okay, a little bit tricky to pick up here. You have to be lined up with it perfect. There's your prayer bead, okay? And then what we can do is do a 180, come back out of the cave, and you'll see another treasure. We'll go ahead and pick this one up. That's going to be the holy chapter, Infested, very important, okay? And now we're just going to go ahead and homeward idle, and we're going to go to our last communed idol. Okay, let's head across the poison pool. Again, no need to worry about any of the enemies in this area or the items. You guys remember this is where we fought the, I guess where we're going is where we fought the guardian ape for the second time. I told you guys we were gonna have to come back through and fight a mini boss. There it is, okay? So before we do this, let's go ahead and go into our options. We'll switch off our prosthetic tool and then put it back on. Just the firecracker will be fine. We also want to take off the homeward idol. We want to equip the divine confetti. Okay, make sure you have that on. The Ico sugar. Okay, and then the last one's going to be the pacifying agent. We bought that in the previous episode. That's all you're going to need for this fight. And then make sure you get the blue flame in the top right. Again, anytime you unequip and equip an item, you see it in the top right. Make sure you guys see that and go ahead and set up a save. This way, if you guys die, you will be able to fight this mini boss as many times as you need to, and you'll have all that stuff on your in your inventory, right? Equipped to your character. You won't have to do that every time from the poison pool idol. So we'll copy that over, then we'll be back into the game. Alright guys, so the key to getting past this mini boss is to be super aggressive, okay? Your biggest concern is going to be staying buffed, okay? We've got the divine confetti, the Ico sugar, that's going to be giving us damage output on this mini boss, and then the pacifying agent is going to be helping us to decrease that terror buildup. Remember, if you guys ever get that terror buildup gauge to max, okay, you're going to die. Okay, so you have to be careful of that. So always be looking in the bottom left hand side of the screen underneath your health bar for all your buffs. If you see those buffs going away, you need to make sure that you back away and you know, rebuff your character and then go in for some more damage. Okay, we're not going to be doing any charged R1s or running around or anything like that. We're just going to be locking onto the enemy and just spamming the R1 button. Okay, anytime you guys have on that divine confetti and you hit the see the fireballs and stuff coming out of the ground, anytime you hit the fireballs with your sword, as long as you have that divine confetti on, you will actually you know, destroy the fireballs. They will not bother you. Okay, so the closer you are to this enemy, you know, if you're spamming this enemy, you're super close, the fireballs are going to be coming to where you are. But notice your swing pattern. You guys see that? I'm swinging behind me at certain points, right? And you're going to be destroying all those fireballs while doing damage to the enemy. So the closer you can be, and you, like I said, spamming everything, you're going to be good to go. Now sometimes this mini boss is going to knock you down to the ground. If he does, he will typically swing at you again a second time. So anytime you get knocked to the ground, get behind him before you start spamming again. Okay, that way he doesn't hit you for a second time. If he hits you twice, he's probably going to do more than 50% damage to your health bar. And then of course you're only another hit away or a few fireballs away from being dead at that point. So you got to be careful about that, right? Always circle, try to get behind him, okay? The other thing you guys are going to have to worry about is that he will often disappear, okay? Now he will always disappear when you take off one of his health bars. When you get your death blow in, he will always disappear. But sometimes while you're working on his health bar, right, you're spamming the R1 button, maybe he's 50% health, he will disappear randomly, okay? The trick is trying to figure out where he's going to spawn back in at, okay? If you look above my head off in the distance, there's a wall. See the wall back there? Sometimes he'll show up over there up against the wall. Sometimes he will show up in that little alcove over there. See that? And then sometimes he'll show up right here where the bloodstain is. See the bloodstain just above my head on the ground there? That's the 3 locations I know that he'll spawn back in at. He may spawn in different places, but like I said, based on my practice, that's the 3 spots. So you have like a 33% chance of picking the right spot, okay? If you can pick the right spot, all you want to do is run toward him as quick as possible and start, spamming R1 when you get close. A lot of times you can interrupt his attack doing that, and of course you're going to be, getting damage in. If you don't guess correctly, then you have to watch out for this huge like energy ray he's going to shoot at you. It's basically it's in a straight line. Very simple to get around, guys. Just either target him or just run in one direction. And as long as you're sprinting, it will miss you, okay? But when you sprint, like see how I'm angled like this? And I'm like, if I were sprinting now, I'd be going at an angle. I'm kind of going in his direction, even though I'm not actually facing him. You want to go like this. See, now I'm not going toward him. See what I mean? I'm going kind of parallel to him, right? So anytime you want to avoid that ray, you want to go like this and not toward him. And it will miss you every time, okay? That's going to be your biggest issues for this fight. Like I said, other than that, just be as aggressive as possible, okay? All right, guys, we'll use our Divine Confetti, Ico Sugar, Pacifying Agent, Sprint. Always try to circle to his back as you're hitting him. Okay, he hit me that time, so now I'm going to circle around and always trying to get to his back. Okay, I'm gonna back away. Get some distance, heal. See how I can take those shots because I have that Pacifying Agent on. Now the Pacifying Agent is worn off now, but he's almost dead. So I'm gonna go ahead and spam through and kill him, because anytime you do a death blow, he gives you a chance to rebuff. Okay. So we're going to do another Divine Confetti, another Ico Sugar, Pacifying Agent, Sprint. Again, sprint like this, guys. See the beam? See how I'm able to avoid it right there? Spam him. Okay, he's going to disappear. I'm going to guess he's going to be over here to my left. I'm wrong. It means he's over here. Okay, let me back away. I've almost got him, but I want to play it safe. And get my heals in. I need to get my Pacifying Agent on again as well. You can see that I've lost that. You can see that saved my life right there, being able to hit that Pacifying Agent like that. It's very tricky. I'm going to go ahead and heal again. And if I have to resurrect, I'll do that too. There's no shame in that with this fight. Okay, I'm going to rebuff. You can see I almost had him. And ideally you want to get him just like that. Wasn't able to get all of his health off. So now I should be able to get him right here. He's going to disappear. I'm going to do another Pacifying Agent. This is why I had you guys buy so many. He's definitely going to hit me there. There it is. So it's not pretty, guys. And like I said, if you guys have to resurrect, there's no shame in it, guys. Like I said, as long as you guys don't go to a death screen, or I'm sorry, a loading screen after you die in this game, you don't have to worry about Dragon Rot, okay? And again, that's why I had you guys buy so many Pacifying Agents in the previous episodes. So you would have at least 6 for this fight. But we're going to get the Malcontent's ring. Make sure we pick that up. Okay. You can see that our skill level right now on the top, we have 35 skill points. If you guys have been following the guide, you should have about that many skill points. Okay. We're going to go ahead and rest right here, get our healing gourds back. Okay. And then we're going to fast travel. We want to go to the Hirata Estate, and we want to go to Dragon Spring, the very first one. All right, let's go ahead and take off all this equipment. Put back on the homeward idle. We'll jump up here. Again, you guys can just jump off, just keep spamming L2. We're gonna pick up some treasure carps, or some treasure carp scales. First one's gonna be over here. You can actually get into the water here. Look on the other side of this rock. Boom, just like that. Okay. Then we're gonna swim back over. And there's usually, yep, right there, right on schedule. You usually find another treasure carp right there. Okay. There'll be another one swimming above the water, usually over here by this merchant. There's a pot noble merchant over here. Let's see it right there? The pot noble merchant's to my left. Now, the third one is usually underwater. You can see it right there. So you guys can dive below, chase it, kill it, just like that. So you need to kill every single one of them. So there's 3 of them total. And then the other one is an item over there. So 4 treasure carp scales here in total. Remember, if any of these treasure carps disappear on you, you can just wait a few seconds and they'll reappear, right? Just make sure you kill them all. Also pick up this item, the light coin purse, okay? And then there's really nothing else we need to do at this point in this area. So we're gonna go ahead and homeward idle back to the last communed idol. Okay, now we're gonna fast travel. We want to go to the Ashina castle. Okay, you can see that everything is grayed out, right? But if you scroll down far enough, you will see that there's one that's lit up, the abandoned dungeon entrance. Let's go ahead there. All right, guys, time to sprint this way. Remember, we don't have to kill any of these enemies. Just sprint past them, grapple up, sprint through here as well. There's going to be this enemy running towards you, being chased by an enemy. Just sprint past him, jump down into the water. Okay, and we just want to kind of sprint over this way or dash over this way, and then we want to dive and pick up this item, another treasure carp scale. Very important. Okay, and then we want to take a right. I'll show you where I am. See the item right there? We're just going through this little tunnel, so just dive, and as soon as you guys turn this corner, it's gonna be another treasure carp. See it? Kill that one as well. Very important. And then we're just gonna keep following this path all the way to the end. See the grapple? Boom. One more time. Take a left. Open up the gate. You guys will know where we're at here in just a second. Down there is actually the Ashina reservoir, down that way. And then over here, sometimes you can skip these enemies if I can get to here before they try to fight me. And then rest really quick to reset the area. Hopefully I can do this before. Yeah, cool. Okay, nice. Then go ahead and quit. We want to set up a save here. Lock in all that progress. Save data, copy. And actually, guys, before we press on here, I want to show you what to do, because that was very close when I reset the world state there. The enemies were very close to me, and then I could have got hit there. So I'm going to show you guys what to do just in case. I'm just going to go down here so we can get a quick idle and I can reset the world. Just in case you're not able to get to that idle like I was, because like I said, that was very close. And I would hate for you guys to take a death there. So what you want to do, remember, you're going to be coming from this way, right? From down there. What you want to do is come up here. Well, you can watch these enemies kill each other. You can sneak behind this enemy and kill him. Use your puppeteer ninjutsu, right? And then just leave, because they'll fight each other now. See what I mean? And then you can rest, okay? So either one of those methods work. And then of course set up your safety save, right? Now, very dangerous run coming up. We've made this run before, but now it's even more deadly because we're kind of at a different point of the run here. All the enemies are a little bit stronger. That's why you guys definitely want to set up that save. They're already firing shurikens at me. And we're just going to go up here just like we did before. Sprint all the way through. Do not try to fight anybody here. Trust me. Just run. Hug the wall right here. Take a slight left. Keep going. All the way around the corner. And then boom, up into the window. And hit the idol. Okay. Get back any health. Because some of you guys might have got hit there. Just get back all your health. And we're going to set up another save. Because I know for some of you, that was dangerous. Okay. Plus we have a mini boss fight coming up. I want you guys to lock in that progress. Save, copy. Boom. Okay guys, we have another chained ogre that we need to defeat. We'll hop down here. You guys can hit square, you can ledge hang. Then all we need to do is target the chained ogre. Get right above it, the chained ogre's head, and then hit O. Curve toward it, hit R1, get the death blow in. And then we just run over here through the doorway. The great thing about this position is that the ogre cannot come through the door. It's a little bit too tall, so we get advantage play right here. Now the trickiest part is going to be your lock on. The camera's going to get weird sometimes. He may end up grabbing you guys and throwing you across the room, but you got plenty of heals, right? And you guys can just recover. You can also use your firecrackers here if you guys want to. I'll show you that. Just wait till he comes in front of the doorway, right? Like that, right? Get your little cheap shot in. Sometimes you can get him on a loop here at the doorway. He'll keep diving at you, and you know, hold down O and sprint around here and do a charged R1, and then he'll jump at you again. Hopefully I can show that to you guys. Okay, I might have him on a loop here. Nope, not quite. I wish it was like Dark Souls, because you could hit him through the wall. I could just sit here and spam him through this door. But he can hit you though. So you'd have to be careful about that, guys. Yeah, I might have him on a loop here. Nope, not quite. I don't know, the patch may have fixed that. Because I know in my practice run when I did this pre-patch, I could get him on a loop easy right there. Like I said, you guys can also use your firecrackers. I just like to hit him when he's on the other side of this, like when he's in the open area. Said I probably shouldn't have done it right then, because it's hard to get back through the doorway sometimes because the camera angle gets real crazy. So ideally you want him to be directly in front of you when you charge your R1 or you throw your firecrackers. Like this. Well, yeah, that'll work. There we go. I might have, oh, I hit the wall. Oh, I might still have him. Okay. Yep, there's the loop. Daggone, I keep hitting stuff in the environment. Okay, I still got him. Okay, still got him. Well, the main thing is you got to keep your sprint button held down, right? And I got stuck on this wall. But I think you guys get the point. Possible to get him on that loop there. You can kill him super fast. Anytime you hit him with the firecracker, uh-oh, couldn't get through the doorway. Anytime you guys hit him with the firecracker, do a charged R1 twice. Okay, you should have plenty of time to get the charged R1 twice before you have to back away. That time I couldn't get through the doorway again. Come on, buddy. Time to die. Time to D-I-E. Sometimes you got to spell it out for these fools. You know what I mean? Boom. Real simple, guys. You're going to get a prayer bead for this fight. That's going to be your 30th, if I'm counting correctly. And you're also going to pick up Shinobi rank, or Shinobi medicine rank number 3. Okay. We've already picked up the previous 2 in the run. All right. Now let's just go ahead and we're going to homeward idle back to the temple. Okay. Dilapidated temple. We're going to buy some more pacifying agents for that, you know, the previous mini boss that we had an encounter with. That shaman. We're going to have another shaman fight coming up soon. So I want you guys to go ahead and buy your pacifying agents. Now, if you guys have, I would say if you guys already have 3, like maybe you didn't use as many as I used, I may even have 3 in my inventory. Then there's really no need to buy anymore, because 3 should be enough to take on the next shaman fight. Let's see. Purchase items. How much are these things? 100. So how many do I have? Let's see. I have 2, so I'm just going to buy 1 more. You want to buy as many as you guys need to get back to 3. Okay. Like I said, if you guys have more than 3, you can skip this step in the guide. Okay. So I'm going to sell a Litecoin purse and then buy pacifying agent. So there's my 3. Okay. And now
next time, friend.
We want to go back to the antechamber. Travel. Ashina Castle. Antechamber. Okay. Let's go and switch to our healing gourd. And we want to run down here again. Except obviously this time we don't have to worry about fighting the ogre. Take a right. Gate's going to be open. Grapple up so we can avoid some of these enemies. Sprint, jump, and just keep sprinting. A lot of times you can get over here before they attack you and you can reset the world. Sometimes they will come over here, and if they do, you guys will have to fend them off. If you don't want to fight them, you can just run around like maybe down there until they despawn, and then you guys will be safe to come up here and hit the idol. Right now, once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and lock in all that progress with another save. Okay, we have another mini boss and then a boss, and we'll be done with this episode. Actually, there's 2 more mini bosses in this episode and a boss fight. I'm looking at my notes now. Yeah, we've got this mini boss. Yeah, 2 more mini bosses and a boss. So this one was a jam-packed episode right here, guys. We've done a lot of fighting. But I got some cheesy strats for these mini bosses though, so no problem. And the boss. Get you guys through it pretty easy. We do want to switch to our loaded shuriken. We can do that. We're going to need those in a second. Make sure you're on your healing gourds. Make sure you're on your shuriken like that. Just sprint this way. Bypass all these enemies. No need to kill anybody here. Just keep sprinting all the way through. Just keep going straight. There's going to be some dogs up here. We want to make sure that we kill them with our shuriken. Just ease up into this area. There's going to be a dog over here, always on the right. I can spot him. See him way back off in the distance. And there'll be 2 more that comes down the stairs. To be 1 more. Where you at, doggy? Or wolf? Perfect. Okay. Now, you can switch to your firecracker. In fact, you can go ahead and get off of your shuriken now. Now, be careful as you go into this area, because there is a mini boss up here, and we don't want to aggro it yet. Okay. So just kind of sneak through here. Take this left path. Keep going. And just stay crouched. Okay. We just want to come over to this side. See how now we're behind it, so we can get a death blow in. But before we do that, let's lock in that progress with a save. We'll go ahead and remove our homeward idol, put it back on. That's going to give us the blue flame in the top right. Then of course we can quit out again. This way you guys will be right here behind him. I don't know. Well, I don't know if it'll put us off right behind him or not, but it'll definitely be over in this area. And you guys won't have to worry about the wolves, right? It'll just be you and the mini boss. We can get the death blow in, and I'll show you guys a cheesy way to defeat this fool. All right, so it put us down here at the base of the stairs. That's fine. We'll just sneak back around. That's close enough. Get our death blow in. And I will show you guys the easy strat. Now, the first thing we want to do is obviously get our death blow and make sure in your firecrackers, we're going to get the death blow and then do that trick where we spam the firecrackers and we do a charged R1, firecracker, charged R1. And then I'll show you guys what to do after that, okay? Boom. Stay locked on. Firecracker, charge it up. Let's get those cheap shots, then run away. What we're going to need to do is convince him to, I guess, convince him to come up top. Like right where he is. Just blocked for now. See how you can hit him right there? So you just have to convince him to be on a higher position than you. Like an elevated position. He's not quite where I want him to be. Ideally, I want him to be up here where I'm facing. So you have to kind of convince him that that's a good spot. It's kind of tricky to do, but once you do it, you'll be like, oh, that's a dominant position. If it's going to let me do it. Well, if it'll let me go up the stairs here. We have to convince him to be exactly where I am. And then we need to be on the platform below. It's kind of tricky to set up, but I might could even get him right here. But it's definitely a lot safer if he's up here and we're below. I mean, you could probably get some cheap hits here, but ideally, let me back up a little bit and see. Yep, there we go. That's perfect. This is what we want right here. Just keep spamming it. Sometimes he'll hit you, but you guys can heal. But this is what you want. Just get those cheap shots in, baby. Hitting his feet. See how he hit me right there? You can just heal up. Or you can block it. It's very telegraphed. You'll know which one it is after he hits you with it a few times. It's that little kick he does. All right, now he's very low on health, so we'll just come up here and keep spamming through. Well, now his posture gauge has went back down, so let me reset. I thought I could go up there and get my death blow in because his posture gauge had went up to max, but I couldn't, so I'll reset. See if it'll let me reset here. I'm gonna heal right quick. Oh, he's in position. Oh, okay. Probably got a little bit too aggressive there. Normally I just kill him, you know, getting his health down. I don't worry about his posture gauge, but I saw the opportunity and thought it would be a good idea. This dude's a freak, man. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's crazy, man. He should jump over here. Perfect. There we go. Back in action, baby. So this time I'm just going to kill him by chipping away his health. I mean, it works the same. You're still going to have to go around there and, you know, get your death blow in, but he's going to be so low on health that you'll just kill him that way, right? Rather than his posture. But either way works. I'm gonna need to let him come back up here again. Needs to get a little bit closer. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Just like that. Now, if you want to, you can save one of your firecrackers. That's also a possibility. That way, when you come around, when you come up the stairs and he's on his knee, if you're worried about him getting up, maybe you're just working on his posture gauge and not his health, you can just throw a firecracker down, right? Stun him and kill him that way, right? I'll leave that up to you guys, but there's some yellow gunpowder, which we need, but we're really just concerned about getting the prayer bead, right? That should be 31 for you guys in terms of your prayer beads. All right, so we'll head up here, activate this idol, and then we're gonna rest, and we're just gonna go ahead and fast travel back to the Ashina Castle Antechamber. All right, now we just want to make a run all the way to the Dojo idol, which is over here. We've made this run before. The first time we came through here. Drop off, keep running, take a left, go up the stairs. Make sure you do this kind of quick because these guys will follow you. And then that way you can reset the world. Plus we want to make sure we set up another save. Perfect, okay. So we got the blue flame, set up a safety save because this is another mini boss we have to fight. Okay, application save data, okay. Copy. Perfect. So the trick to this fight is to use our puppeteer ninjutsu, okay? And then of course, make sure you guys are on your firecrackers, all right? What we're gonna do is go ahead and crouch. You see the enemies in front of us. Then over there is another enemy, okay? That's the one we're gonna hit with the puppeteer ninjutsu, right? Just make sure you guys hug this wall. Lock on when you can. Remember R1, then R1 again. Now, the enemy that we just did the puppeteer ninjutsu on, he can still hurt you, okay? So we're gonna let them fight it out, okay? And then it's just gonna be a 1v1 between us and the mini boss. Just let him do most of the work for you. Because like I said, you can still be hurt by the one that we used the puppeteer ninjutsu on, okay? Of course, you guys can come up here and get some sneaky charged R1s in if you want to. Just know that you might take some damage. But if you want to make the fight go a little bit quicker, then just make sure you're behind the mini boss like this. You guys can try to get some cheap hits in, but you might get hit in the process. So just keep that in mind. Okay, he just killed our friend. So now we're going to go ahead and do our firecracker trick. Okay, we'll back away. Gonna go ahead and safety heal here. Now the trick to this fight is to be quick, okay? Show you guys what I mean. See how I did the quick slash there? You're quicker than this enemy, okay, if you do the quick slash. So what you're trying to do is just bait him into attack and do the quick slash, or you can stop his attack by doing a quick slash like I just did right there. So whichever one you feel most comfortable with, you can either counter here or be aggressive, or do a combination of both, okay? Of course, that poison attack he's doing right there is another great way to get some damage in. And at that point, you guys could get a charged R1 in, okay? That time he blocked me. But I prefer to do the quick slash. Okay? Do this one more time and we got him. I love the quick slash on this enemy because it'll stop most of his attacks. The time I just missed him. And he recovers so quick that getting the charged R1 in, while it's incredible for damage, Your timing has to be really good. And if you mess up, he's going to block you and possibly do some damage, you know, by his counter hit. So if I were you guys, I would just stick to the charged R1, but I'll leave it up to you. That time we hit each other at the same time. I'm probably going to safety heal. Oh, lost my lock on. That's never good in this fight because you don't have much room. Got him. Got him again. You can almost just get in a loop with this guy. Very simple, guys. Got him. Hopefully these tips are helping you guys out. So far, the feedback on these videos has been really good. Got him. Okay. Got him. Like I said, those poison attacks, you can probably get a charged R1 in, but you need to have really good timing with it. You definitely don't want to get poisoned in this fight, but you guys do have some antidotes. Come on, camera. If you've been following this guy, you should have some antidotes. So if he does hit you with some poison madness, you guys should be able to heal up. A few more hits here. That time I went for the charged R1 because the spacing was perfect. That was a good hit. I should have went for a charged one there. The spacing was prime for that hit, baby. One more hit though, and he's dead. Oh, not quite. Two more hits. Misjudged it. There we go. So those quick slashing R1s, guys, that's the trick. Yeah, that's the main thing we came for right there, guys, the prayer bead. That should be number 32 out of 40 if my count is correct, okay? Make sure you get all your loot. We'll come back over here, make sure we get our healing gourds back and everything. And then we want to go ahead and make another prayer necklace. So we're going to enhance physical attributes. Yes. That should take us up to 18, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, vitality is 18, okay? Now, let's go ahead. Leave the area. Jump. You guys will remember this. This is where we had to fight with Genichiro. Now there's somebody else up there. I won't spoil it for those of you who haven't played the game yet. But it ain't Genichiro. But we want to come down here first. And eavesdrop. Very important that you guys do this. You have to get this eavesdrop in, okay? Very important. Press down on the D-pad.
Lord Isshin, I'm concerned that the Tengu will make another appearance.
Emma.
Yes.
I imagine Genichiro will show up eventually to put it to use. The other mortal blade.
To protect Ashina, he'll abandon everything about who he is, won't he?
Yes. I expect no less from my own grandchild. However, I cannot let him use Kuro's blood. He can only swing the blade but a few more times. And when that happens, the Tengu will be no more.
But there is the other one.
You mean Sekiro? He is a sullen sort, but I can't say I detest the lad. In truth, he fascinates me.
All right, you guys see over the D-pad icon there beside the eavesdrop text, there's a red check. As long as you guys have a red check there, you're good to go. Again, very important that you guys get this eavesdrop, okay? We'll head back this way. It's time for the boss. Jump up here. Jump up here. And we'll go ahead and remove our prosthetic tool and then add it back on. Get the blue flame, set up another safety save. Okay, here we go, guys.
I remember you well. I heard stories of your death, yet here you are. What are you plotting, Owl?
Plotting? I would do no such thing. Now, my lord, I must ask that you accompany me. This old bird has but one desire. To protect the divine heir from those that might take his esteemed blood.
So, the dragon's heritage has seduced you too. Then there is nothing to discuss. Take your leave.
I would, my lord, but I'm so stunned by this view. I'd like to take it in just a while longer. I'll leave when I've had my fill.
Interesting, right, guys? We thought he was dead, right? Let's talk to him.
Father, to think you were still alive.
That was my design, but the same could be said for you. I was certain you died that night.
The power of the divine heir brought me back.
That's it.
What?
The divine heir's power, the dragon's blood, must be mine.
Father.
Now you see it. Remember the first rule of the code. As your father, I order you to forsake your master. From this moment, he is your master no more.
Forsake the divine heir.
Listen to me, Wolf. Obey your father's command, and forsake the divine heir.
Okay, guys, very important that you choose break the iron code, stay loyal to Kuro. If you accidentally select the top one, go back to your safety save, okay? Make sure you guys select the second option.
I cannot do as you ask.
You... what? A shinobi, showing the likes of... compassion. Unthinkable. Such a... miserable display. Why, boy? Why can't you understand your father's will? Have you forgotten the Shinobi Code?
A code must be determined by the individual. This is what I've decided. Just as my master did.
Seems you've grown, if just a little. Have it your way, young wolf.
Dun dun dun, the plot thickens. I was freaked out the first time I got to this fight. All right, guys, let's talk about strategy. We just want to sprint past him on his on the right side, or I guess his left. Just sprint past him. We're wanting him to do this flip jump, or we want him to do that slash. Either one of those works. And then we can of course go in there and get our charged R1. Just that simple. Now, you'll see that sometimes he'll hit you. That's going to happen. Most of the time he misses, but then other times he will throw shurikens at you, okay? If he does that, you can break to the right like I'm doing there and avoid them, okay? So again, you're going to be sprinting toward him. If it looks like he's going to do the sword slash, you just keep sprinting in a straight line. If he throws the shurikens, you break to the right, charge the R1. That's all you guys have to do. See that? He'll miss you most of the time. Like I said, sometimes he'll get lucky. But you guys have plenty of heals. If he throws the shurikens, break to the right, charge the R1. Just like that. There's definitely a rhythm to this fight. You'll get used to it. Break to the right, he'll do the flip, charge it up, back away. See that? Boom. Really simple. I keep crouching by accident, guys. I've been playing some Days Gone and some other games, and so I'm used to sprinting in that game. Sometimes I will crouch by accident when I play games like this. There's the shurikens. Now, instead of hitting him that time, I'm gonna go ahead and get a heal in. There's the shurikens. See that? Anytime you see him, just break to the right. Very simple. This was the fight that I thought was gonna be the run killer. I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to teach new players how to defeat this dude, because he's quite tricky. But once I figured this out, very simple. And well, I don't want to spoil it, but I'll leave it at that for now. For those of you who haven't played the game yet. Now, when this happens, make sure you guys go ahead and heal if you're really low on health. This is your chance to kind of breathe in the fight for a bit. So go ahead and heal if you need to. As soon as you walk up to him, he's going to throw down smoke. Just get away. You're not going to be able to target him until the smoke starts to clear. And then we're going to do the exact same thing that we just did, okay, in the second phase of the fight. Oh, he does it automatically. Oh, I didn't know that. I guess I've never given him enough time to take that long. Now, did you guys see that little ball that he tossed out? If you run into that ball, you will not be able to use your healing gourd for a limited amount of time. So just make sure you do not run into that green gas, okay? That time the camera got me. The lock-on got weird. Anytime he throws that ball out, you guys can heal. There's the shurikens. That time I missed him. Gonna go ahead and heal here though. There's the shurikens. Charge it up. Fall back into our pattern here. Again, if you think that he's gonna do the sword attack, you just want to basically sprint in a straight line. There's the shurikens. Break to the right. That time I knew he hit me. Yeah, that time I knew he had me. Okay, I'm just gonna resurrect. Reset. Kind of fell out of rhythm there. We got him now though. Back on pattern. There's the shurikens. He can still get some cheap hits on you, but you guys have plenty of healing gourds, big health bar, and I've designed the guide that way. But all in all, it's a pretty easy fight, minus the cheap shots. Okay. A few more hits here. Back away. It's all about getting on that rhythm, right? If you get him on that rhythm, you're good. But anytime you get off that rhythm, he can hit you a few times like he did me.
Shadow, you taught me well.
That's my boy.
That's going to get you guys the Great Shinobi Owl Trophy. Okay. And then we're also going to be able to pick up that memory so we can enhance our attack power. And then of course the Aromatic branch, we need that for later on. Again, that's part of the trying to get all the endings to the game and, you know, forward some of the NPCs quest lines and stuff like that. That's what that branch is for. And that's it, guys. That wraps up episode 9. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you guys right back here in the next one. Be good.